you guys can please pray with me. Heavenly Father, again, thank you so much for this morning. Thank you for bringing us all safe and sound here. I pray that you give me the strength, Heavenly Father, to speak your word to the congregation and pray that everybody understands your word in the Bible. Heavenly Father, thank you so much. Amen. Here's a reading that I learned from a devotional. We have the mind of Christ. We have a servant mind. Even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. Jesus proclaimed. Even him, that's what his kingdom is all about: sacrifice and service, giving and sharing, considering the needs of others at least equal to, of not greater than, the needs of ourselves. It's a pleasant thought, isn't it? But it's a difficult process. Why? Because we are used to thinking of our talents and gifts in terms of what they can accomplish for us. Deep down inside, we want to get ahead. We are driven with an ambition to accomplish something, and the sin has distorted that drive to make it self-serving. Like the architects of the Tower of Babel, we want to build ourselves a city and make a name for ourselves. Our desired city is often an impressive reputation and the praise of those who will recognize it. Such a drive does not naturally lead us into service. But Jesus never asks us to do what comes naturally. The mind that he cultivates within us will have nothing to do with self-serving accomplishment. It will have drive and ambition, to be sure, but not in the direction we once pursued. No, we will be consumed with a vision for heavenly unity, and we will realize that the only way to have it is to serve. We will not care for our own reputations nearly as much as we care for the reputation of the kingdom of God. Instead of making a name for ourselves, we will make a name for his kingdom, and it will be humble, sacrificial name. Last year, 18 of our kids and some family and friends came out representing Emmanuel United Methodist Church, Beltsville, at Camp Hope, which means Christian Appalachian Mountain Project, helping other people enthusiastically. Camp Hope. This year, we have 23 participants attending. Let me tell you how our daily schedule works. Day 1, Sunday morning. We leave the church at 8:30 a.m., expected to arrive at Frostburg University at 1 p.m. All participants meet here at the entrance near the kitchen door right here. We all gather around, pack up our vans, our vehicles. We arrange the assigned seats, and we say a little prayer before we leave out and head on our 3.5 to 4 hour trip to Frostburg University. On our way there, we make a couple of stops, have a little snack lunch, have a nice little view at whatever stop we go to, and enjoy ourselves company before we start our long week of work. When we arrive at Frostburg University, what we usually do is check in, we get our keys. This year, even last year, we go into dorms. Kids are actually learning responsibility, how to take care of their keys, because if they misplace their keys, that's a bill. So we always get on them about making sure their keys are right there near to them, even though they all said that they take care of their keys when they come from school to go home. On our first morning, Monday morning, we wake up at 7 a.m., have our daily devotional at 7:20. 8 o'clock is our breakfast. Around 8:30, we're cleaning up, getting ready to head out to our homes. Last year, we had 2 homes that we had to work on as projects. This year, we're going to have 3 homes. We do from 9 o'clock to at least 4 p.m. to 4:30. We work on homes, people's repair their whatever is needed. From 4:30 or whatever time we come back to the campus, from 5:30 or from 4:30 to 6 p.m. is free time. Kids do whatever they want. Most of the time they're sleeping. It's a long day for us. We are usually outside in the hot, hot sun. It's muggy. I mean, there's a little bit of shade. Last year's first home, I know that there was a lot of shade, so the first group was very lucky. My group, we didn't have that much shade. It was all farmland. But we all learned a great experience at each one of these homes. Around 6:30, 7:30, we leave for dinner. Dinner is at different churches Each different church in the area serves us, and it's a really great dinner. Um, we report back. We work on what our progress is with the work site. Um, Nighttime or bedtime is 11 o'clock. So for us adults, or at least for me, what I do is usually wake the kids up, or I wake up at 6:30. Wake up all the kids around 6:30. A lot of them all waking up like, why do we have to wake up at this time? Knowing that they have to go to bed at 11, I know it's a struggle, but it's the whole daily activities that we have to go through at Camp Hope. At Camp Hope, not only are we working on is people's houses, but we're also working on each other. With the people's houses, what we do is not only rebuild whatever is damaged in their homes, but we also rebuild their hearts. Something that not many people understand is that rebuilding their hearts is something that happens really, really deep down. Do understand that some of you guys believe we're doing the right thing, or our kids are learning or doing the right thing, but has anyone really thought about how we're setting an example of being Christ-like? In other words, the youth and adults and I don't go on these mission trips just to take a break from work or classes. I wish. We go on these mission trips, though, to motivate others, to meet other youth churches and adults, to experience how we are as a Christian family that works together to rebuild a home as a set Christ-like example. We don't repair homes, we repair hope, trust, and beliefs. Some people need outsiders, such as our youth and adults, to shine a light or motivate them that there are Christian-like people out in this world. No matter the age, you could be 0 or 1 years old to 103 and show Christian love by lending a hand or even talking to them. For example, 2 years ago, when I attended SPY, Summer Project Youth, it was another mission trip with our church, I worked with a woman that opened up to me, told me what happened with her in her home, told me her personal life, how she actually had a rough patch. But the week that our youth and adults that came to help her out, she said that she believed again. I did not understand at all what she meant by she believed again, but what she told me is that she says really mean things about God and didn't want to believe him at all during the rough time she was going through. But after me holding her hand, and I told her, I'm sorry, but God gives us basically the strongest battles to get us through whatever is going on in our lives. And I told her, even though you were in a very rough time, best believe he gave you the battle to accomplish and achieve. And look, he answered your prayers. We're here. We have rebuilt your home. We rebuilt your heart. She was able to be welcomed back to church. She thought she was never welcome because of all her thoughts, but I told her, you come as you are. Everybody's welcoming. There's so much that I appreciate when it comes to these mission trips, and the one is growing closer to God. Lending a hand is sharing God's love and his words to others. Do more for God. The King will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you do for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.